Today, we're diving deep into James Clear's best-selling book, Atomic Habits. Trust me, once you understand how small daily habits truly work, you'll never look at change the same way again. Let's get into it. But James Clear challenges this idea head-on in Atomic Habits. He shows us why tiny, consistent improvements make all the difference. Picture this. If you get just 1% better each day, by the end of the year, you'll be over 37 times better than you are today. It's the magic of compounding. And yes, it works both ways too. If you get 1% worse each day, well, you'll be almost non-existent in just a year. Compounding in action. That's why habits are so powerful. They're the seeds of our future. The small daily action is like watering your habit seed. And with consistency, it grows into a strong, life-changing habit tree. And here's the kicker. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just showing up, doing a little bit, that's the win. And don't worry if you slip up. It happens to all of us. What matters is getting back on track and keeping that momentum going. Remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about progress. Part 2. Goals versus systems. Now, here's a game-changing idea from Atomic Habits. Goals don't change your life. Systems do. Let me break it down for you. A goal is like saying, I want to lose 10 kilos. It's a destination. A system, however, is how you get there. It's about your habits and processes, like eating healthy, exercising 3 times a week, getting enough sleep, things like that. With goals, you only feel successful when you hit that bullseye. With systems, you win every day you stick to the process. And here's why systems matter. They help you stay focused on the journey, not just the finish line. Think of it this way. If your goal is to lose 10 kg but you're not following a system or making consistent progress, you might get stuck. You might plateau and feel demotivated. But with a system, you're always moving forward, even if you don't see the number on the scale move every day. Plus, systems are adaptable. Life happens. There will be ups and downs. Your system should be able to handle those curveballs without derailing your entire plan. Part 3. The 4 Laws of Behavior Change. Now that we've talked about why small habits are important and the difference between goals and systems, it's time to get practical. In Atomic Habits, James Clear lays out 4 powerful laws to help you build good habits and break bad ones. These are your go-to guidelines for creating lasting change. Let's dive into each one. Law number 1. Make it obvious. You won't take action if you don't know what to do. So make your desired habit obvious. Design your environment so that the right cues are front and center. This is the idea of top of mind, top of wallet, top of behavior. For example, if you want to drink more water, place a water bottle on your desk or by your bed. It's a simple visual cue that can help you remember to stay hydrated. Law number 2. Make it attractive. Humans are naturally drawn to what's interesting or enjoyable. So to build a habit, make it attractive. Pair your desired habit with something you love. For instance, if you want to exercise more, find activities you genuinely enjoy, like dancing or hiking. Or if you want to read more, join a book club, surround yourself with readers, or listen to audiobooks while you're doing other things like driving or cooking. Law number 3, make it easy. Remove friction. Don't set yourself up for failure by making your desired habit too challenging. Break it down into smaller, manageable steps. And here's a game changer. Commit to just 2 minutes. If you're trying to build a habit that takes less than 2 minutes, do it today. Make it easy on yourself. For instance, if you want to meditate more, start with just 2 minutes a day. Or if you want to journal, commit to writing 2 sentences. By setting a super low bar, you reduce the chance of failure and increase the likelihood of success. And remember, once you're comfortable with 2 minutes, Gradually build from there. Progress over perfection. Law number 4. Make it satisfying. We're more likely to repeat behaviors that bring us pleasure or satisfaction. So reward yourself for sticking to your desired habit. This could be as simple as crossing off a task on your to-do list or treating yourself to something small after completing a habit. For instance, if you want to listen to more podcasts, use a habit tracker to monitor your progress. Seeing those check marks can be incredibly motivating and satisfying. Part 4. Identity-based habits. In Atomic Habits, James Clear talks about how focusing on your identity is a game-changer when it comes to building long-lasting habits. This idea blew my mind, and it's something we love here at Mindset Vault. Forget about temporary fixes or quick hacks. They don't work in the long run. Instead, embrace the concept of identity-based habits. Ask yourself, what kind of person do I want to be? When you approach habit building from this angle, you align your actions with your core values and beliefs. It becomes a natural extension of who you're becoming. Let's look at some examples. Imagine you want to become a fitness enthusiast. Instead of saying, I want to exercise more, reframe it. Say, I am a fitness enthusiast who prioritizes exercise. By adopting this identity, working out becomes part of who you are, not just something you do occasionally. Or let's say you want to be a writer. Instead of thinking, I want to write more, say, I am a writer who dedicates time to craft stories that inspire others. This mindset shift helps you focus on the quality of your work and the impact you want to make. When you build habits around your identity, you're tapping into something powerful. It's not about willpower or motivation. It's about living in alignment with who you want to be. Part 5. Environment shapes behavior. Now, let's talk about the power of your environment. Your surroundings, both physical and digital, play a massive role in shaping your habits and behaviors. It's a fact backed by science and highlighted in Atomic Habits. You see, your environment can either support or sabotage your goals. Take your kitchen, for example. If it's filled with donuts and soda, you're more likely to indulge in those treats. On the other hand, if it's stocked with fruits and vegetables, you're more likely to choose healthier snacks. So why is this important? Because you can't expect to change your habits if your environment keeps pulling you back. That's why designing your environment to support your goals is crucial. Make the right choices easy and accessible. Keep inspiring books within reach. Lay out your workout clothes the night before, or put a charging cable for your e-reader across from your bed. By doing so, you reduce friction and make success effortless. Part 6. Breaking bad habits. We all have bad habits, things we know we should probably stop doing. But they're hard to kick. But fear not, because Atomic Habits equips us with tools to tackle even the most stubborn of bad habits. James Clear encourages us to use the opposite of the 4 laws of behavior change to curb bad habits. So, how does it work? Let's break it down. Make it invisible. When it comes to breaking bad habits, the first step is to make the habit invisible. Reduce the cues that trigger the undesirable behavior. For instance, if social media is draining your time and attention, delete the apps from your phone. You can also hide potential triggers from sight. If emotional eating is a problem, clear your kitchen counters and table. By minimizing cues, you decrease the likelihood of falling back into old habits. Make it unattractive. Bad habits often provide some form of immediate gratification. To counteract this, make the habit unattractive by highlighting the negative consequences. Remind yourself of why you want to break the habit. For example, if you're trying to quit smoking, carry a photo of someone you love with you and imagine how your habit would affect them. Make it difficult. Adding difficulty can be a game-changer in breaking bad habits. Introduce friction to make it harder to engage in the undesired behavior. For instance, If you're trying to limit screen time, turn off notifications, log out of social media accounts, or physically move away from your devices. By making the bad habit less convenient, you increase the chances of choosing alternatives. Make it unsatisfying. Unsatisfying bad habits leads to feeling guilty or disappointed. Avoid this by finding accountability. Share your goals with friends or family members who can support and motivate you. You can also join groups or communities focused on breaking similar habits. If you're trying to curb impulsive online shopping, ask a friend to review your shopping cart before you check out. As we wrap up this exploration of James Clear's Atomic Habits, remember, small consistent actions compound into extraordinary results. Embrace the power of identity-based habits and leverage your environment to support your growth. If you found value in this video, show us some love by hitting like and subscribing to Mindset Vault. Your support means the world to us. And hey, don't forget to share this with someone who needs to hear these words. We've got more book summaries and mindset strategies coming your way. Until then, keep cultivating those atomic habits and watch your life transform. Thanks for joining us on this journey. See you next time.